Hello and welcome to a new video tutorial. Today I will be showing you how to make this card, and I have to say it's really easy to create this effect. Now, number one, I will be using one of our latest dies from Time for Christmas collection, and that is the Snowflake Panels. Again, in a slightly different way, because I just want to show you how many different possibilities you can actually achieve from one single die. And this technique is one of my favorites. So I will be using, our die as a stencil. And look at this. Okay, these are a snowflake medallions, which one of the option, as you know, some of you may know, enables you to actually keep it within the actual mount. So that way, this is becoming my stencil. At this point, I've got all 6 dies within the set. So obviously, if I wanted to add the 7th or 8th, and I could try to squeeze in here and there if I wanted to. However, you don't have to do it that way, because we can then, once we stencil this part, we can actually use any elements from an area and just go off center if we wanted to do that. Okay, so like I said, one of my favorite things to do. Not every die will work as a stencil, but this one works wonderfully well. Okay, so all you need is a piece of card. I'm actually using 16.5 centimeters square, because I will be mounting my layer onto the 8-inch square card with a nice sort of frame around it. And I will be using a Mont Blanc card as well. And basically that's it. 2 layers, and place it anywhere in the center. It doesn't have to be supremely precise. Just make sure it doesn't move off your table. You can apply some masking tape if you've got any, but I'm actually going to go without any kind of masking tape, and I will be using just the gentle 3 colors. I will be using the antique linen and brown, which is the vintage photo blue. Really love this color. Now, obviously, you can start in any order you want, okay? So you can start with light or dark, entirely up to you. Remember that as you apply any color ink on top of another colored ink, obviously, you're slightly changing the base color. That's all. So let me just begin with the antique linen, and just literally very gently, I'm just going to go for a random sort of effect. Well, I can always come back to this color, and obviously at this point I'm going to apply a little bit of denim, and we'll see how that goes. And again, in a gentle circular movement, just keep going and applying gentle amounts of ink. Here, so I'm just gonna work this color a little bit here, and at this point, yes, you can overlap the previous color or the next color that is sitting next to it or behind or underneath. So each time we make that kind of movement, the effect will change slightly. But I am pretty sure you know how to do this stenciling. I'm just showing you how wonderfully well this particular die works as a stencil, basically. So now onto a little bit of the vintage photo, just not huge amounts, but a little bit. And again, I'm overlapping color on top of color. I will come back with the blue into my snowflake here. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I think I am happy with this. Just add a little bit of tiny tint to my base here. And just tiny amount here. And I think I can remove it. And look at this. Beautiful. Okay, so we can leave it as that, okay? Or we can just add a few more snowflakes here and there. So I think I will add just a few more. But what I will try to do is actually make the outside snowflakes a little bit less, well, more gentle. I think that's the idea. So let me just place it, okay, like so. So I'm going to just literally create this most delicate look. Okay, and that's all I have. Okay, so we can leave it as it is, or we can still add a little bit of blue. So let's just align it back up. And there you have it, slightly different effect. So we can carry on doing the same thing on each corner if we wanted to, but I think I will see, I might as well just go for the middle, the opposite corner. Okay, very gentle. And then just like here. Just like so. There you go. And I will actually go back to this particular one here. I want to make larger sort of circle. Okay. And one other place, this area. One tiny area here. And my mount is finished. So that was very easy, wasn't it? Obviously, if you die cut your panels in a nice strong card, like the 350 Mont Blanc card, this is your stencil for several projects. Okay, so on to the next part. I want to show you two contrasting looks in terms of intensity, okay, and in terms of creating a background. So we have these two. So busier, darker, lighter, less. So whatever you choose to create, entirely your choice, of course. But I think they look absolutely amazing. And let's not forget, from one of my previous video tutorials, obviously, you probably saw me using, obviously, the medallions as a part of another version of, obviously, the same concept, where I was basically sticking some snowflakes on top of my working sort of area, working medallion. and other medallions slightly offset as well. So you can do that as well. So entirely up to you. And of course, let's not forget, you could add to these creations things like the clock reefs. Well, you could also use a dotty circles as well if you wanted to highlight any of these. These are obviously perfectly matched for you to do so many different variations. But anyway, I'm going to decide that literally I am going to go for this darker version, just like I just demonstrated that for you. And all I'm going to do is literally, today I'm not going to rough up the edges. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to keep it flat and raise it with 3D pads a little bit. One other thing that I will be bringing into my creation is only one pine tree from my die collection as well. And I might as well ink up my Christmas tree now. So the same color ink pad. I want this to be very delicate sort of looks. Okay, and I think that will be good enough. So this is where I am now. I have this beautiful mount right in the middle of my blank card. And now the only other thing that I will be using is some messages which do come from my needle messages, and I will be using them as lovely, gentle, delicate borders, and also the pine tree that I've just inked up. And finally, I will be using poinsettia stamens. Die cut in yellow, yellow script blissful card collection. And I absolutely love this color, love the shade, it's so happy. Some of the layers I will actually stick down with the 3D pads just to add the extra depth. And we're gonna finish it off with another strong message, but that's in a moment. Right, so what do I do first? First thing that I'm gonna do is actually apply my tree. And I'm gonna do that with the 3D pads. And then of course, I'm gonna build my poinsettia stamens, which will work literally as a flower. That's how I see them. I mean, they are beautiful and delicate, and yes, they are stamens, but they can also create most amazing and unusual flowers. And my 3D pads are done, just literally nice strong base, a little bit at the top. Well, I think this card already is looking quite nice and happy and very festive. But on to our stamens. Right, so let's start with the largest one. As you know, we're getting 3 different sizes for 3 different poinsettia sizes. So I'm just going to go with the large ones. And right at the back of my largest one, I'm going to apply a little pad. And now I have my beautiful stamen flower. Isn't this looking beautiful? Isn't this flower looking beautiful? I mean, absolutely amazing. Obviously, I'm not going to have a little stem going off it. I will be just placing it literally off my Christmas tree, just like so. So slightly touching my pine tree as well. Right, just like so. I also have this lovely message. It's Christmas, and this message comes from a typewriter messages. So again, I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue. I'm just going to pop it here. Just nice and flat. And isn't this lovely for a simple card? Now, I'm not finished just yet, so I will be adding this beautiful, beautiful 3D sort of embellishment in the center. Right, and before I start applying my messages, I'm gonna give myself lovely shaky lines all the way outside of my frame. I'm just gonna start quite easily, just like here. And I'm gonna pop some dots this time. Okay, so what do you think about this? Isn't this looking lovely? Okay, but I'm not finished just yet. Okay, so now onto my messages. And obviously I want the edge, literally the needle to sit right on the verge of my actual mount. And then you will also see another difference altogether. So again, with just the PVA glue, so my Noel is gonna go at the top. I hope you can see that by creating the biro lines, my messages, my needle messages sit actually better within the lines, within the frame. They stand out a little bit more. And of course, needle messages are literally highlighting my stenciling effect. I'm absolutely loving it. As a final touch, I'm going to add a few more sparkles. And since I have this beautiful copper brownie sort of like embellishment in the center, I'm going to add some gold sparkle to some of my snowflakes. So it's just a random work and I will be done. And now I'm definitely finished. So I hope you enjoy this creation. It's definitely on the simple kind of side. It doesn't have too many layers and layers and layers, but one of my favorite techniques, definitely using a dies as a stencil. Absolutely love it. And of course, building something dimensional like the poinsettia stamens as a flower is great. So, well, if you liked it, please leave a comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.